So I think I might have to change my channel name to Jared's Excuses, or Jared's Excuses Why He Can't Ride. I know they're not very catchy, but it's pretty accurate. G'day guys, welcome back. Rushed out a nice little one up to Paradise Point and back this morning. Should only be 40, I think. No riding last week. I'll roll a clip, it's probably easier to explain why. G'day guys and welcome back. I have not gone far. 6.1 Ks and I've already arrived back at home. Last week I ended up with a little bit of a rib injury, and yesterday I thought I would try to go for a bike ride, and it actually hurt when I tried to get up in the morning. And this morning after 4 Ks, no, I think I'll ride back home, because I don't think I'm going to take the pain of being able to go for a bike ride and then go to work. I think if I continue riding, I think it's actually going to make it worse. So I think it's a little bit of cartilage. I've hurt before years ago, and it's always in the same bloody spot, which is a pain. Because at the moment, right now as I'm on the bike, I feel like I can't take a full breath. And because I can't take a full breath, every so often I've got to take a full breath, and then it expands the ribs that much that it's just agony to breathe. So I think I might just ride home and take the safer option and still be able to work. Because there's only going to be a small one. Well, really I wanted to try and do 50 or 60, but 7 Ks it might be. Great start to the week. Great start to it. Wednesday? Tuesday. Wednesday. So I've been able to get back out on the bike this morning. The rib's still tight. I'd say it's healed, but the muscles around it is really tight. So trying to get into a bit more of a tuck position has been a bit of a struggle this morning. As the Ks go by, it is getting better. But this morning, when I first got on the bike, no aerodynamics, that's for sure. Just a big wind block. Anyway, let's see how we go now. So I've just ridden to Paradise Point. This is actually Runaway Bay now. I'll just come back. So I thought I'd actually stop and do a little bit of a overview on the bike. How the tyres are going, how the recoil feels now. Yeah, just anything that's changed. Like I said, I've owned this bike for about a year now. Actually, it's just ticked over actually. Thought I'd actually get a bit of an overview. I initially came from a Fondrius TF 2.1, I think it was. I liked the bike. The rear had a bit of an accident on it. Here, my old bike actually snapped. The derailleur came off, into the chain, into the rear wheel, into the front derailleur, completely smashed the frame here. It's unrepairable. So, thus, why I bought a new bike. Well, insurance bought me a new bike, but same. Specialized SL7. I've had no issues with it, which has been really good. I think the only thing I've had now since going to tubeless is I've had one puncture. Bad YouTuber, didn't actually film it. Well, didn't actually film the repair anyway. Tubeless, loving them. Yes, if you have the ability to go tubeless, I definitely would go tubeless. Benefits, well, puncture repair is a massive thing, but also just the comfort. Being able to ride with such a lower tire pressure saves the day. I mean, I didn't have any issues with my hand on this bike beforehand, but the comfort is so much better. It does look a bit weird running 28s on a bike now, because in the group ride last time, someone was like, "Oh, you've got a flat tire." I was like, "No, I'm just riding 28s." They're like, "Oh, but your tire looks really wide." I'm like, "Yeah, it's low tire pressure." I'm still only running about 72 in the back and about 65-ish in the front-ish. That sort of changes depending. Bike is an absolute state at the moment. I am sorry about that. It does need a clean. This is horrendous. It's been really it's been raining, and here on the Gold Coast you just get so much sand and grit. It is in need of a wash, but probably get done today if I can be asked. We'll see. What does everyone find they do for summer riding? I'm now riding 2 bottles. I used to have just literally a can here holding all my crap, all my spares and repairs. This is the first time I've now ridden with this guy up here. It feels a bit weird when you're going uphill because your leg sort of touches it, But now that it's getting so hot, I definitely need two bottles. Without carrying a GoPro, all of that stuff would fit in my back pocket, but with the GoPro, it's just got too much crap in my back pocket, so I trial it out anyway. A mate was going backpacking and he liked it, so, or Steve on his gravel bike, he liked it, so give it a go on mine and we'll see how we go, eh? I guess the other big update for me is I'm still running discs. I guess all bikes now are running discs. It is something I've had to get used to. They have their pros and cons. I don't really find, considering everyone was talking about the modulation, I thought there was going to be a little bit more modulation, but I don't know, maybe I had really good carbon brakes beforehand. I don't come riding up here as often as I probably should. I actually never used to ride up this way until I moved to my current house, what, 2 years ago? I think the furthest north I ever used to ride was pretty much to Southport. This probably happens once, maybe a week, once every second week up this way. But it is nice. Nice and flat, the roads are nice and wide, there's a good bike lane as well. So you can never complain about that, especially on the Gold Coast. It's a really good route. The roads are nice and wide and you have a pretty good decent bike path the whole way, pretty much back from Paradise Point all the way into Southport.